Alright, so it is a new year now, and that means new grinding methods. So, these are the best ways to get money in 2025. Now, later in 2025, they did say they're going to add more jobs, so there might be a recap for one of these videos later this year, but anyway, the best way to get money for now anyway. Now, before I get into the video, there's two things I'm gonna have to say. One of them is you cannot AFK grind using macros. So you cannot, go around in circles. You cannot go up and down like by using a macro. You can't start a rate. You just can't use a macro, okay? And the second thing, you can use an ult, which is probably needed now because not many people actually grind races for whatever reason. Anyway, before I get into the money making methods, I want to tell you about the boosts you can actually get before, because honestly the boosts are kind of crazy. So if you join Roblox's or Driving Empire Roblox group or community, whatever it's called, you can get plus 15% extra money, which is helpful, and that is basically literally just for free. You don't have to do anything. It's completely free. Then if you go ahead and you buy VIP Game Pass here, you can get an extra 50%, which is plus 65% more money by just having, or only having one thing and then joining the Roblox group. It honestly impacts your money so much, and it does help. Like, it helps so much with grinding. So I would recommend getting VIP if you were going to get any Game Passes, and if you actually are serious about grinding, because it helps so much. And then the last kind of aid thing is if you go into the store here and you scroll all the way, you see subscriptions. Now this might be changed by the time you're seeing this video, like later down the line this car might change because they did say that. But from this, you have the basic Lotus bundle and you have the premium. I'm not going to get into the positives and negatives, but the cash boost. You get 20% driving cash multiplier if you just get the basic one, and 5% more race cash, which to be honest isn't that much. It's still like an increase, but it isn't crazy. And if you have the premium one, you get plus 50% driving cash multiplier and then plus 10% more racing cash. Now, what you can go ahead and do, if you really have that much money and you want to put that into Driving Empire, you can get both at the same time. So you'll get 70%, literally just from the bundles. But obviously, I would say if you're going to get any, just get the premium one. But you can get both of them. If you really want to, you can get crazy amounts of money. And then that's pretty much it. Obviously, you have your friends which can join, and you do get boosts from that. And you have quests, which is here, which is the driving boost or whatever. Also, if you get subscriptions, you get this. So now this could change a little bit based on what kind of boosts you have. But I'm going to take away my subscriptions for this because I know not everyone will buy the subscriptions. So the first money maker method is going up and down highway, which makes you around 850k per hour, which isn't the best obviously, but it is a solo way. You don't need an alt account, you don't need anything. It's literally going up and down the highway. Now depending on what boosts you have, if you have friends in the server you'll get more money, if you have subscriptions you'll get more money. But yeah, it's around 850k if you literally are just in the Roblox group and just have VIP, which, is still decent. It's, still good, but it's nothing like doing races. Now, I'm going to go with using all of these by, not having the subscriptions included, because I don't think everyone will buy the subscriptions. Anyway, so the next money-making method is the highway race, which I would recommend not to do, but it's a way to get races done if you need to do them. But you do 95 races, or around 100 in 1 hour, depending on your car, and you only get around 800k. It's not worth it for that, but if you do need to get races done, it is kind of quick, I guess. You can do a lot, and sometimes drag race isn't, included, so that's up to you. Now, some people might think circuit and cross-country race actually give the most, which they do not. They do give a lot of money. See here, first place is 45k, but the time that takes you to complete this isn't actually worth it. So in 1 hour, compared to the highway race, which you could do basically 100, you can only do around 22 races for a circuit race in an hour. And that grants you 1 million per hour, which is good, but there is a better way of grinding. Now with cross country race, it's slightly more. You can do around 22 races as well, but instead you get a whole 1.1 million, which I get it's only 100k more, but it is still more money. It's not the best, but it is still more money. Now, before we get onto the best money making method, we have one final race, which is actually still, it's here right now, which is the Sophia Bay race. Now, this thing is kind of forgotten kind of thing, because I mean, it's not showing up, but if you look at the map, this is like the bridge and stuff like that. If you go all the way over here, it's here. It's in a little secluded place or whatever. It's really far away. Now, this isn't the best, but it is really close up there, because if you look at it, it's a box, and you don't have to have any skill with this, because it's a box. All you have to do is make sure you don't crash on the four corners. And with this race being a box, you can do significantly more races, and there is around 50 to 55 races in 1 hour. Now, granted, I want to quickly say this again. This is without the subscriptions. So with subscriptions, you do get more money. And this is also not including the money you get while going around the races. This is just the race rewards. But you get around 1.4 million per hour by doing this, which is a, you know, significantly big increase from the country race. We won't see much of like a million increase from now, because that would be, you know, honestly crazy. Now, the best money making method as of now, and it's still been this for a while, is the rush hour race. It's honestly like, it's a skilled race. You do need to be like good at, you know, some stuff. But anyway, because this race is actually quicker than even Sophia Bay race, it's not as quick as Highway, but you can do this race in around like here 37 seconds, rounded up to 40, whatever, and there is 66 races per hour. Now with this, you can grind about 1.7 million per hour. Now granted, like I said, I would before anything, this is without subscriptions. So you can actually get way more than that if you have the subscriptions. But I wanted to not include subscriptions because I know not everyone will actually have it, and you know, I wanted to do kind of a fair test. But yeah, that is the best way. Now, I know I missed out. You can actually go to the AFK servers, but AFK servers aren't genuinely just not worth it at all. Like, they're there just for a little thing, but they're not actually worth it to get money quickly. It's literally just a side bit. Like, you can get money by doing nothing. It's not meant to be good. But that's about it. Now, as of right now, I don't think there's any codes that actually helps you, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, these are the best money-making methods of 2025 so far. There could be better ones coming soon because, well, they did say they were going to add jobs back, so we'll see then how good the jobs are, I guess, because I'll do another test and see how they compare, whatever. But yeah, I hope this helps, and have a good day.